finals being on stream right now versus Xerom.
Yeah, and this will be a good one. Xerom has beaten ZD before. Actually, he's beaten ZD earlier today. Although he did beat his Cloud, though, but I did hear that he didn't like Fox so much in this matchup, which is understandable. Ness is one of those characters that if you have to box them, if you trade, Ness wins all day. He just has so much knockback. But ZD's like, well, if I don't get hit, I don't have to worry about trades.
Yeah,
so far he's doing a good job.
Basically correct. I do not know if ZD is a genius. That illusion landed right behind Xerom as if it was a cross-up. And he gets the 2-frame. Only at 13% right now. Xerom off stage again in jeopardy of losing his stock. This time he goes to high bounces off, and ZD taking stock number 1 with only 13%. Barely scratched.
So I think, is the stage fireproof? I'm pretty sure ZD's on fire right now. And everyone's getting burnt to a crisp.
Man, I'm calling 911 right now.
Please, somebody, help.
Oh, but that might have been what Xerom needed. But very smart of ZD to kind of recognize the situation he was in and that Xerom was going to go for something a little more desperate and just recovering high. Now, as you said, Xerom is the reason ZD is in the loser side right now. So obviously he can still win this, but it's going to be very rough. He's at 102% on his last stock. ZD just now going to 58%. He wasn't even above 50 prior to that.
Yeah, Xerom finally, I was about to say finally is starting to get some semblance of footing going, but ZD doesn't even let him get that. Nair to up smash, it was so high, but the DI wasn't quite right. And also, I think it was a 50-50 on top of that, too. Either you air dodge and get up smash, or like you don't and you get up smashed.
I might take the weak hit.
Yeah,
at least if you air dodge on the ground, you probably get hit by the weak hit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If he doesn't react to like that air dodge positioning, but still, that was a rough position to be in, and ZD comes up with the short end of the stick. But new game, maybe we get a fresh mindset.
A little weird that Xerom is opting to absorb them at 0%, because it just resets the situation.
Yeah, and it shows your hand too. Like, people don't actively think about the PSI magnet as an option most of the time. So maybe that 2 or 3% that he could have healed when he was at higher than 0 might have made a difference in, you know, a kill scenario later. But hey, it's all fun.
Right now, Xerom doing significantly better. It took him pretty much a stock and a half to get ZD to this % last time. Pretty even at the moment. But the most important thing isn't the %, it's that ZD is not just trampling over him at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's the first step into getting a lead, and Xerom almost taking stock number 1. ZD wisely evading the situation, though. Xerom going to try to fight his way on stage, and he makes it back. Great use of the up B by Xerom.
Yeah, he's very creative with that. And also, he loves edge guarding Foxes. He should be fine. No, just a little bit too low to ride the stage straight up.
And he was actually a completely unneeded side B right there by ZD. I think maybe a little bit of a tech error, or he's planning to be higher.
Yeah, he was definitely planning to be higher. Or side B out of hit stun to get that last little dip of distance. But missing both of those. But he's still very much in it. He just needs to get the stock right now. Ness isn't particularly heavy, so most of the smash attacks should do it. But Ness is also a rage monster. You don't want to let him live too long. And Fox is very light.
Definitely the case. ZD being evasive, going to try to punish the landing, and he does. Very difficult to actually punish Ness's landing between his nair, his up air that covered so low, and his air dodge. But ZD clearly just having the execution to do it flawlessly.
Yeah, it's one of those matchups that he knows, because ZD has been playing the game for a very long time out here and like entering a lot of Xanadu. So we haven't seen that many messes that much these days, but some things you just remember.
Yep, and Xerom definitely positioned at the moment to take game number 2. Gets another punish on ZD's illusion yet again, and this might be it, ladies and gentlemen, but ZD rolling away. Xerom not getting the punish. ZD at 132 and ZD at 0 because that stock is gone, and Xerom's going to take game number 2.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I was saying before. Ness, I feel like it's best to describe him as kind of a lightweight heavy, where if you keep on trading with him, he'll come out ahead just because his base knockback on so many of his moves is ridiculous. So in that scenario, ZD tried to dash attack. Xerom knew that he was going to try and do something. He kind of had to. His hand was being forced just by how much damage was on. So just throwing out the hitbox. If it hits, great. If it trades, great. If it doesn't hit, you're pretty safe.
Yeah. ZD saying, you know what, no more lasers this time around. Xerom still going for the side nag. It took some damage, but he managed to get a grab at the end of it in a quick 32-36. I love it, but that's it. Xerom loses the stock. I don't know if ZD was aware of that and that's why he did it, or Xerom was just trying to. You never know, man. You never know. But
I try to give my boy credit, but not that time.
For what started so strong for Xerom, the tides turned so quickly for ZD. ZD up right now an entire stock, courtesy of the Xerom gifting a stock away.
Yeah. That's huge for him. Ness can't make this comeback happen, but dang, is this a mountain to climb. Look at that. He has to play in such a safe way. ZD just has the room to just sit back, let Ness come to him. And Ness's approaches aren't particularly strong.
Yeah, he really has forward air. He's not even really going to be able to use a side B that much. Spots is too fast, can just kind of jump over and punish him. But edge guards are maybe one way. Xerom, beautiful conversion. Going to rinse, repeat, try to do it again. ZD making it back. Gets trumped, though, in double jump super high. And this might be it. He does it. Are we going to see it again? No. Xerom gets up, though. I love that shine right there from ZD.
Yeah, if ZD was a little bit more aware of like that situation right there, I feel like he could have ran off, got hit by the up B, since it doesn't go as far if it hits you.
Honestly, I thought he was just going to do it again. At that point,
or that. Yeah, or do it again.
Just shine and just DI back on top of him and do it again.
Yeah, but Xerom's still in this. And nice. Was that out of his double jump? No, he still has that, so he'll be able to make it back without much danger.
Oh my God, this might be it. Does he make it back?
Trade.
He does for the moment. Is he going to drop down? No. ZD showing that, he is not the fearless warrior he's known to be. Gets back on stage after that situation.
Within there, though, ZD being sent back off stage. And there we go. We're starting to see a bit more of those clean hits. And once we start seeing more of these clean hits, the trades will work even better for him. We're in a dangerous position right now. ZD has a lot of % on him, and Xerom does have a lot of rage. Nice nair out of shield, just buying all that space to work with. Xerom, though, the one time he doesn't land with the hitbox is the one time that ZD comes through and ends that stock. ZD shaking his head. He knows that that was very risky. Another nair might have been enough to put him in a bad position for Xerom to capitalize on, but could have, would have, should have. ZD takes that game, puts himself in the lead in the set, 2-1.
And with that said, very close match, and that's with Xerom essentially giving a stock away.
Yeah.
So ZD obviously has to keep that in the back of his mind. Xerom wouldn't have essentially SD'd at like 10%. Maybe ZD wouldn't have won. And ZD's clearly thinking that that might be the case and opting to bring out his Cloud.
Yeah, we did see it early in the bracket. The games were close. I don't know if ZD took a game with his Cloud, but there were some very close moments between those two. So I can't necessarily fault him for going Cloud. It could work out for him, especially maybe on this counter pick. He's just feeling a little bit more.
Well, one thing that Cloud has going for him, obviously we know he has the disjoints and things of that nature. Oh my gosh, great forward air from ZD.
Felt mad rude.
But the up air is such a good move for punishing Ness when he's above you. Very few characters have a way to answer an up air or an air and things of that nature. But Cloud does, and maybe that's ZD's logic right now in choosing this pick.
Ooh.
Or he just wants the early kill because Fox wasn't doing it early enough. Only 17% when he gets rid of Xerom's first stock. And it's not even a minute into this game. Xerom definitely has work cut out for him.
Yeah, and that was one of the Achilles heels that we saw in the last set piece we played. ZD just kept on blowing his limits super early and not getting anything off of it. But now, this time he blows it and he gets a stock. That's huge. If they were keeping even before with, ZD playing with almost no limit, this is going to be very rough for Xerom to work around.
And ZD's reactions are just so great. Obviously, he's not necessarily known as a Cloud player, but he has a reaction time to pretty much convert anything that the other Cloud mains would do.
Yeah, reactions stay the same across all your characters, just how quick you are.
Again, the nair right there. Xerom trying to get back on stage, gets down tilted, and ZD is just running away with this match. He still has the limit if he does need it, if he sees an opening, but it may not matter because Xerom is just, every approach is getting thwarted at every attempt, and this might be it, and it is it. Finishing touch. Mid-percent, only 65% when ZD two-stocks Xerom. And, apparently Cloud was the answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Xerom put on a very respectable performance. He's like